Now, dear students, see last time we completed exercise numericals of lesson number 9. Okay, and we have discussed some of the MCQ also. Now we proceed for the MCQ. Okay, that will be a good practice for you. Okay, now see, let us say MCQ number 3. Now see, for a thin convex lens, the height of the object HO is the height of the object is double the image. Okay, so in that case HI upon HO will be 1 by 2. Okay, now see the magnification is V by U. Okay, that is the formula. So 2V is equal to U or V is equal to U by 2. Okay, see, we have to obtain the focal length in terms of the, we have to obtain the object distance in terms of focal length. Okay, object distance U we have to obtain, that will be in terms of focal length. Now see our formula, 1 upon F is 1 upon V minus 1 upon U. Now see, V is equal to how much? U by 2, and U is always negative, so it will be 2 by U plus 1 by U, so that will be 3 by U. Okay, so U will be 3 by F. Okay, here object distance, see, option will be in terms of F only, so this is how we can obtain the object distance. Okay, now see our next MCQ. Now see, a tank is filled with a refractive index of N. Okay, now see, a plane mirror is kept at the bottom. Okay, a plane mirror is kept at the bottom. Okay, see, a point like object has the height h from the mirror. Okay, see, an observer is here. Okay, observer is here, which is at a distance of, okay, how much distance will observe between the image and the object? Okay, how much distance will be object in the image? Now see here, H is a, okay, observer is in a rarer medium. Or a thin medium. Okay, so we have to use the formula HI upon HO is N rarer upon N dense. HO is H. Let us say H for easy. Okay, but we know the in the plane mirror, the image will be formed at the same distance. See here, let us say this HI is H by N, image also will be formed on the same distance. Okay, so the image observer will observe such that the image will be formed at double this H by N distance. Okay, why? Because the plane mirror image formed is a virtual erect and of the same size. So HO, that is capital H, is the height of the object. See, H by S is the image distance. Image will be formed here at the same distance. So what will be the total distance here? 2H by N. Okay, here no distance is given, so that's why we do not worry about that distance. Okay, so this is about MCQ number 4. Now, okay, now see, the depth of the well is 5.5 meter. Now let's say the bottom. Okay, a refractive index water is filled in. Okay, see, we have to see how much the bottom when an observer is shifted. Okay, now here is an observer. This will be our HO. Okay, because of the refraction, we see the bottom will be shifted. Let us say it is at distance A, so it will be shifted to, let us say, A dash. Okay, now that distance we can say HI. Okay, that with distance we can take HI. We use the formula HI upon HO is n rarer. HI we have to obtain. HO is 5.5 meter. Okay, that turns out to be 4.13. The bottom is shifted by okay, so that is 1.37. So because of the refraction, see, when observer observe, the bottom is shifted by 1.37 meter. Now see our next MCQ. See, a ray of light travels from a denser medium to a rarer medium. Okay, let us say denser medium to rarer medium. That is a normal. Okay, now let us say the ray is coming like this. Okay, now see here the critical angle is C. Okay, now critical angle we know is a angle for which the total internal reflection will take place. Now see, now this is the original direction. Okay, now what will be the, see, if the question says the TIR takes place, C is a critical angle, what will be the angle of deviation? Okay, now if total internal reflection takes place, now this is incident ray, see, this will be reflected ray. Now see here, our question, what is the angle between angle of deviation? So what is angle of deviation? Angle between the original direction and the reflected ray here. Why? Because TIR, total internal reflection, takes place. Now see, by condition, we know if this laws of reflection, this is the angle C, this also should be equal to C. Why? Because angle of incidence and angle of reflection is same. Now this forms a linear pair. This line is a straight line. Total angle will be 180. Okay. Now this angle will be angle of deviation, delta. Okay. But what we can see from the diagram, C plus delta. There is 2C plus delta makes linear pair. There is angle 180. Total angle is 180. Let delta is the okay, so angle of deviation we obtain is pi minus 2c. See, this will be our answer. Now see our next MCQ. Now see, a tank is there in which two liquids are filled in. One is the water and second is the oil. Now we know the oil is lighter. See, water is filled up to here, 30 centimeter. Now oil is also filled in. same height. Now see the total refractive index of water is 1.33 and refractive index of 1.28. Okay, how? See the bottom is shifted. Let us say the bottom here, see observer is here. Okay, just now we have calculated one sum. Now see here total height will be HO will be 30 plus 30. But see HI1 and HI2 will be different. Why? Because HI1 will make 30 upon 1.33. Okay, why? Oil refractive index is this. Now this turns out to be okay, HI1 plus okay, that we should solve. Okay, now see we have to subtract this HI1 HI. So shift we have to calculate. Okay, now if we solve, turns out to be 14 centimeter. Okay, this is how we have to solve. Here we have to use the formula 2 times. Here we have to use formula 2 times. Now see next MCQ. Now see for thin convex lens, radius of curvature is 20 centimeter. Okay, now refractive index is 1.5. Okay, what will be the focal length in F? Okay, now see our formula. 1 upon F is N2 minus N1 upon N1. 1 upon R1 minus. Now see here is a double convex lens. So both radius will be equal and one we have to take positive and another we have to take negative. So 1 by F, lens is kept in air. Okay, so it will be 1 upon 20 minus. See, as I told, one radius we should consider negative and another as a positive. So it will be 0.5, 1 by 20 plus 1 by 20. So the focal length in air will be 20 centimeter. Okay, this is how we can solve. Now see our next MCQ. Now see a right angle prism is given. Okay, now what should be the refractive index? See, the rays are given like this. Okay, and finally comes out to be like this. This is incident ray. This is emergent ray. Okay, this is incident ray. This will be emergent ray. Now what should be the see here, total internal reflection takes place. Okay, now if I draw a normal here, okay, this is 45, 90, 45, so this will be 45 only. Okay, by the same reason you can calculate this angle also. Okay, 45, 90, okay, okay, but here we have to take this angle into account. Now see here, C is 45, sin C is 1 upon n, sin 45. Sin 45 value we know very well. So okay, sin C is 1 upon n we have to find out. Sorry. Okay, see here critical angle is 45. Sin C is 1 upon n. Sin 45. Now we know sin 45 is 1 upon root 2. Okay, so this is about the refractive index. Now see the next question. Now see on a equilateral prism. Okay, given see a ray is incident normally, okay, on any surface. Okay, now let us say the ray incident normally like this on AB surface. Okay, now what is the angle of deviation? Now this is the original direction. Okay, now these are normal to AC surface. This is 60. Why? Because equilateral prism. This also will be 90. This will be 30. What will be this angle? 60. Okay, now equilateral prism is given. See, refractive index is given 1.5. Now see, we have to check whether the total internal reflection will take place or not. Now sin C is 1 upon n. So angle of incidence or critical angle comes out to be 41 degree. Now see for AC surface, angle of incidence is 60 degree, which is larger than critical angle. So this satisfies the condition of total internal reflection. So the ray will suffer, instead of moving in this direction, the ray will suffer TIR, that is total internal reflection. This angle also will be 60. Here, this angle also will be 60. Now, what is the angle of deviation? What is the angle of deviation? Now, this is the original direction. This will be emergent ray. Okay. So, what is the angle of deviation? You know the angle between the original direction then the emergent ray. Now, this line is a straight line. Okay, equilateral prism. This will be 60, 90. This will be 30. Okay, and 60 plus 60, 120 plus 135. This is also a straight line. Okay, so angle sum should be 180. This angle will be 30. Okay, now what we can see from the diagram, see the angle between the original direction and the emergent ray is the angle of deviation. So the angle of deviation will be 30 plus 30, 60. Okay, now this one is interesting. See the prism, equilateral prism is given with refractive index 1.5. See the ray is incident normally to one surface. Okay, we have to find out the angle of deviation. Now see the what is angle of deviation? Angle between the original direction of the incident ray and the emergent ray. Now see the refractive index 1.5. We have to check whether the TIR or total internal reflection has taken place or not. Now see the ray is incident at 90 degree. This will be also 90. This is 60. So this will be 30 by the angle sum property. Now see for AC surface, angle with a normal will become the angle of incidence. Now if this is 90 degree, this is 30 we have calculated. This is 60 degree. Now by the condition of total internal reflection, we have checked that critical angle is turns out to be 41 degree, sin C is 1 by n. Now this 60 degree is larger than critical angle. So the ray will suffer total internal reflection. Okay. So if it suffers the total internal reflection, angle of incidence and angle of reflection will be same. Now this will be our emergent ray. This is the original direction of the incident ray, and by taking the property of the sum of the angles of a triangle, what we have calculated, this will be 30 degree. Why? Because this is equilateral prism, 60, 90 and 30. Okay, again the linear pair, sum of the angles will be 180. So 60 plus 30 is there. This also has become 30. So the angle of deviation has become 30 plus 30 is 60. Okay, so this is about MCQ number 12. Okay, now see our next MCQ. Now here the question related to small angle of prism. Okay, now see the ray is incident. Ray is incident, there is a normal. This is angle of incidence. Okay, the question says this is the original direction. The ray comes out normal to the other surface. This is our question says. Now what do you have to calculate? Angle of incidence. Now let us say n or mu is a refractive index. Okay. Now see what is the formula of refractive index. Mu is sin A plus dm by 2. Okay. Now here angle is prism with a small a, so we can take refractive index is A plus dm by 2. D by 2 is a D is a okay. Now see this will get cancelled, so mu is equal to okay. So A mu A minus A is B. A common. Okay. Now we use the formula I plus E is equal to A plus delta. Okay. We use the formula I plus A, I plus E. Now see here, ray comes out of normal to the surface, that's why E is 0. I is equal to A plus dm. What is dm value? A into mu minus 1. A plus mu A minus A. So angle of incidence for a given condition, see in which the prism with small a or angle of prism is very less, turns out to be I is equal to mu A. Okay. Now see our next MCQ. See the MCQ number 15. Now horizontal ray is incident on a prism with the angle of prism is 4 degree. Okay, here angle of prism is 4 degree. Okay, see the ray is incident normal is 1.5. What is the angle of prism? Now see, just now, okay, we have to calculate angle of incidence. Here I is 0. Why? Because the ray is incident normal to the surface. We have to calculate angle of, okay. Now see, if this is 90 degree, instead of moving in this will move in the straight line. Okay. Now this is a normal to the another surface. when it travels from a denser to a rarer medium, moves away from the normal. Okay. Now, see, this is 90 degree. This also will be 90. This will be 96. 90 minus 4, 86. And this will be 4. Again by the angles on property. Okay. Now use the Snell's law. N1 sin theta 1. Let us say A, B, and C surface. For surface AC, we use Snell's law. Okay. Now, how do we have calculated this angle is 4 degree? This is normal 90 degrees, so this also will be 90 degree. This is 4. This triangle, this angle will be 86, so naturally this will be 4. Now we use Snell's law for AC surface. N1 sin theta 1 is N2 sin theta 2. N1 is 1.5 sin 4. N2 is 1. Theta 2 is our E. Okay, theta 2 is E. Okay, now this turns out to be 60. This is how we can solve. Now see our next MCQ. What is responsible for total internal, see the spike glittering of diamond. What is responsible for glittering of diamond? Okay, we know it is because of the total internal reflection. Okay, now see the next MCQ. See the radius of curvature of a double convex lens is 15 centimeter. Okay, see the lens is in air, refractive index 1.5. Okay, we have to calculate the focal length. Now we use the formula N2 minus N1 upon N1. Okay, now N2 is 1.5 because the lens is in air, N1 will be 1. See, one double convex lens, one radius will be positive and another will be negative. We have to take. Okay, so it will be 0.5, 1 by 15 plus 1 by 15. Okay, now if we solve, .5 into 2 will be 1. Okay, so the focal length turns out to be 15 centimeter. Okay, now see the next MCQ. Now see a convex mirror gives image n times smaller. Now we should be clear that the convex mirror always gives smaller image, or the image formed by the convex mirror is always smaller than the object. So (1 by n). Okay. Now what will be the object distance? Okay, so see, for mirror the formula for magnification is minus V by U. A is n, so V is equal to minus Vn is equal to U, or minus U upon n. Okay, now convex mirror, any type of mirror, generally the object distance is always negative. Okay, 1 by f. Convex mirror as a convention, f is positive. Okay, now see 1 by f. See, V is equal to minus U by n. Okay, V is equal to minus U by n. Okay, now we have to solve. Okay, so this n will move to the numerator. We can solve. 1 of m is equal to, what is the formula? M is equal to now this will easily help us to solve. So it will be nf. Okay, so u is equal to f into n minus f. F common. Object distance is always negative. Okay, so the object distance will come out to be f into n minus 1. Okay, this is how we can solve. Now, next MCQ. Next, see a glass slab with a refractive index 1.5. Now see, the thickness of the slab is 4 mm. Okay, what is the time taken by the sunlight? Sunlight speed is c, is 3 into 10 to 8 meter per second. Okay, this is the distance travel. Okay, we have to calculate the time. Now, see, when a ray travels from a rarer medium to a denser medium, see, the speed will decrease. So, what is the formula we are using? N is equal to c by v.